Good morning, Silverhawks. Today is Monday, September 20th, 2021, National Fried Rice Day. This week, ASB is sponsoring Kindness Week. We are recording this broadcast from Studio A in room 405. I'm your announcer, Grayson.
Good morning, Silverhawks. I'm Leah.
And I'm Caroline. Please stand for the pledge. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated.
Here are the administrators with some brief announcements.
Good morning, Silverhawks. Mrs. Wan here, your principal, and we have a few important announcements for you today.
Good morning, Silverhawks. Mr. Hubbard, your assistant principal, one of them. A few things I wanted to touch on today. First of them being masks. It's really important, guys, that you keep your masks on and that you wear them appropriately, which means they have to stay above your nose or on your nose. Most of us are getting that done. There are some people that are not. Just need you to understand that if you cannot do that, then the consequences could be that you would be placed in a program that's not on a physical site campus. It would be an online setting. So we don't want that to happen. Nobody does. The second thing I want to talk about is tardies. We are now going into the second month of school, and we have been very patient and very gracious with regard to tardies. Tardy policy is now in place, guys. If you're late to class and you're late more than 5 times, you're going to end up with a detention. That detention usually looks like lunch detention, but that's what's going to happen. Other thing I wanted to touch on is actually touching and personal space. There's way too much touching, grabbing, poking at each other, and it's really very uncomfortable for a lot of folks, and it's leading to some other problems, which is the last thing that I'm going to speak about, which is a physical aggression. We've had far too many people hitting, kicking, throwing things at each other. We've had, in the last 2 days, we've had 3 fights, all of which are being dealt with the most severe of consequences. So keep your hands to yourself and stay out of other people's space. Okay? Look forward to working with you. See you guys next week.
All right, everybody. Mr. Mendez, other assistant principal here with a few of my own reminders and notes. First thing I want to talk about along the same lines of Mr. Hubbard is the water bottles and spraying water, juice, milk, those kinds of things at other people. We've seen a lot of that. Number one, people get upset about it. Number two, it can ruin their clothes, their backpack, and it also makes a mess around the campus. So we need to be conscious of those things for sure. Next thing I'm going to say is that the trash. Since we're talking about making a mess, we need to make sure that we are responsible for our trash. Everybody just be conscious of those things. We want the campus to look beautiful. It's a beautiful campus. Take care of it. Somebody's gonna have to pick that up, and a lot of times it's gonna be the other adults that are on campus. You guys know how hard Mr. Carlos works to keep this place clean, and we need to make sure that we do everything we can possible to help him. Next thing is have appropriate conversations. A lot of the things that I'm hearing from kids are, we don't necessarily think, when we're talking to our friends, we might not think about that that's something mean or hurtful, but there are kids that some of the things that we're saying are hurtful and they're upsetting them, and we need to also think about who's around us when we're saying things and doing things, because we want to make everybody feel welcome. We want to make sure that everybody feels like they're special, make sure that everybody comes to school and doesn't have to worry about somebody making fun of them, teasing them, those kinds of things. That all just comes down to being kind. Be kind to everyone, not just the students, but also the adults on campus. Make sure we're conscious of the conversations that we're having and how we're talking to people. Hope you have a good week. I love you guys. Can't wait to see you on campus.
Awesome. Thank you for the reminders, Mr. Hubbard and Mr. Mendez. So as you know, and you've probably heard this before, guys, we spend more time at school than we probably even do awake at home with our families. So it's really important that you listen and follow these reminders so that this campus can be Like Mr. Mendez said, a kind place, an inviting place, a welcome place for everyone. We want everyone to want to come to school and to feel comfortable here. And when we're not following these reminders, that's not the case. I just want to leave you with one final note. We will be starting the Hawkeye Award announcement soon. It's really exciting. So your teachers are keeping an eye on you in class, and every time they see something awesome or you showing responsibility or just something really great in class, they have the opportunity to fill out a Hawkeye Award form. So we will be calling winners on the morning show or Silverhawk Central coming up in the next few weeks, and we just want to let you know that will be happening soon. We cannot wait to acknowledge and celebrate those awesome students that are really showing that Silverhawk pride that we're looking for. So thanks again for those of you that are following the rules, and most of you are. For those of you that needed to hear those reminders, don't forget what we've talked about this morning, and we hope you have a wonderful week. We'll see you out on campus.
Thanks, Mr. Hubbard, Mr. Mendez, and Mrs. Wan.
Today we are celebrating National Fried Rice Day.
Here's what's happening this week at Bella Vista. There's a Black Students Union meeting after school today starting at 3 p.m. and 3:06. Everyone is welcome to join.
ASB will host kindness activities all week in the quad during lunch.
Today, tomorrow, and Wednesday, you can write kindness notes to friends. ASB will deliver these notes during intervention on Friday.
You will receive a mint for a fresh start or a kindness coin for writing notes.
There will be drawings each day for the note writer and their friend. Winners may receive a water bottle, drawstring backpack, or kindness earbuds.
Thursday lunch, there will be relay races, a minute to win activities. Participants will receive kindness tattoos, and winners will receive a kindness-themed stress ball.
Friday, there will be a kindness photo booth, and participants will receive Hershey's Kisses.
Friday is School Spirit Day. Show your school spirit by wearing your spirit wear or class colors.
In Miss Piquel's STEM class, students are learning some engineering basics by designing and building paper roller coasters. Let's find out more.
In Mrs. Piquel's 8th grade STEM classes, students are using the E in STEM, engineering. They are designing and building a prototype of a roller coaster that meets specific criteria and constraints. Each coaster must have a unique and creative theme, have one loop and 6 turns, while being fun and safe at the same time. ASB is sponsoring a kindness window or door decorating contest for September.
With your advisement or Period 7 class, decorate your classroom window with a kindness theme.
At the end of September, ASB will hold a vote, and the winning classrooms per hallway will win a pizza or donut party. More details will be posted on BVMS Canvas Connections.
When you participate in the dress-up days or lunchtime activities, see an ASB leader at the ASB Student Store to have your school ID scanned to earn your BVMS Pride Points for prizes.
Come to room 404 during your lunch for a nice place to hang out with your friends or make new ones.
Here are the dress-up days for Kindness Week. We hope you wear purple and blue to symbolize the emotional bruises that bullying and hurtful words and actions can leave behind.
Tomorrow, be the rainbow in someone else's cloud. Be a positive influence and brighten their day. Wear neon, rainbow, or bright, colorful attire.
Wednesday, follow the golden rule and treat others the way you want to be treated. Wear gold, dress unique, or wear a wacky, tacky outfit.
Thursday, team up against bullying and wear your BVMS spirit wear, sports team attire, or twin duo attire.
Friday, be a superhero and speak out against bullying. Don't ignore it. Wear a superhero attire or space-themed attire. Each week, ASB sponsors the Mystery Staff Member of the Week contest. Here's the answer from last week's clues.
If you guessed Miss Amoroso, you were correct. Here are the clues for this week's mystery staff member. That's our broadcast for today. We look forward to seeing you next week on Silverhawk Central.
Thanks for watching this edition of Silverhawk Central. The audio selection was Duddy by Vibe Tracks. We also like to thank the administrators, Miss Patel, Miss Dixon, for the contribution to this production. The director was Jana. The audio mixer was Melanie. The teleprompter was Ava. The executive producer was Colby. This has been a Danny production. I'm your announcer, Grayson. Have a great week, Silverhawks.